Why, Mr. Bennett. Yeah, I saved all your mail for you.
Thanks. I'll pick it up on my way out.
Oh, Dale. Here you're going to be around here for a while. You better check your sources.
Hello, Mr. Bennett. You can go right in. Mr. Craig's expecting you.
Thanks. Well, Dale, glad to see you. Have a good vacation?
Wonderful.
Fine, fine. Sit down. Here, have a cigar.
No, thanks.
Well, now, the last time I saw you, you were a pretty angry guy.
I sure was. I was ready to quit.
That's what I thought.
How would you feel if you were me? I'd worked hard enough to get into that Paris office, and I'd worked hard to get good news sources in Europe. I was all set. Then you pull me back here.
For your own good. Because you'd forgotten to be a reporter. You were writing editorials, not news stories. We want to know what other people think. That's why I told you to take a vacation. You needed to get back to the grassroots. Get a little closer to people. What have you got there?
This is my vacation, in pictures. That's really what I want to talk to you about. I want you to have first crack at it.
Shoot.
Okay. You told me to take a vacation and think it over. When I left here, I just threw some camping gear into a station wagon and took off for nowhere. A few miles out of the city, I got an idea. There was Lake Michigan, looking cool and inviting. I thought, why not? And man, that old lake felt good. I was a new man when I came out. Got to watching a beach car scooting along. And then I stumbled right into something really attractive.
Well, hello.
Let go of me. Why don't you look where you're going?
Gee, I'm sorry.
Clumsy. Look what you've done. It was almost finished.
Oh, well, here, let me help you.
Don't touch it. Haven't you any sense at all? Just go away, please.
You know, you're mighty pretty when you're mad. She was plenty mad. I tried to think of some way to make things right, but no luck. Oh, well. As I drove north, I couldn't get that gal out of my mind. Then at a town along the way, I stopped to get some gas and maybe learn something about the local scenic spots. A funny thing happened. I guess I had luck on my side, because right there was the same painting of the lake and the dunes. Where'd you get that?
I just bought it. You think it's any good?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. Maybe I just like the gal who painted it. Gee, she was pretty.
Say, how about selling that to me?
It's more than I paid for it. Okay, it's all yours. Do you know her?
No, but I'd like to.
Kind of interesting. Driving around with her father in an old car and trailer. They just left here about a half hour ago.
Which way'd they go?
Going north.
Thanks. So am I. So I started to keep an eye out for a car with a trailer. And a few miles up the road, there they were. Obviously in some kind of trouble. I stopped. But of course I would have stopped anyway. Because there was the same gal up on a nearby hillside.
Hello, young fella. Want to buy a painting?
No, thanks.
Game of cribbage?
No.
A lot of people play cribbage, end up buying a painting. Whole back end's full of them. Know anything about engines?
Some. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, have a look. If it isn't one thing, it's another. Engines, brakes. Here, I'll show you. Doggone battery.
Better let me give you a push.
Hope you would. Just wanted to say thank you.
Not at all. But I'd do something about that car of yours if I were you. I don't think it's safe.
She's all we had. Have to make her last.
Well. Hey, look! It's moving! I never felt so sorry for any two people in my life. Her name was Connie. Her father was retired on a little pension, and she managed to sell enough paintings to just keep going. And then the whole thing went up in smoke.
What did you do?
I had a car. Wasn't going anywhere. What could I do? So I hooked my station wagon to their trailer, and we drove off together. And frankly, I wasn't at all sorry to do it. My vacation was turning out a lot better than I'd expected. What Connie felt, she kept to herself. And her dad? Well, it was hard to tell what he thought, too.